Wait till I get my money right. Hey, are you surprised to see me outside, or? I didn't actually think people would want movie recommendation videos, but apparently they do. Also, I really hope you can hear me because it's a little bit windy and my dog is rolling in the grass. A lot of you commented asking for it, so I'm gonna give you like 5, maybe I'll do like my top 4 on Letterboxd type of like interview, because my dream is to get interviewed by them. I just decided last minute that's what this video will be because I've practiced. If you don't know what Letterboxd is, what are you doing? Download it. It's a It's a movie reviewing app, and it's like my favorite app ever. If I'm gonna do the Letterboxd thing, I have to do it like I'm being interviewed, you know? Letterboxd is Isabella Jean, 1A. That's my only username out there on any social media platform with 1A at the end of Isabella, because there's an Isabella Jean out there that took all of them, except Letterboxd. Let's get into character. Pretend that I'm like a famous actress. Yes. Oh my gosh, I love Letterboxd. I love Letterboxd. You're gonna ask me my top 4. I can't do this. I'm just kidding. I do in fact use the app every single day, so. I hate myself. Should I do like, I don't know what Letterboxd? I'm gonna do that one. Hello. Hi. My top 4 films. Ever? Like ever. Okay. I don't know if I can answer that. Oh gosh, okay, let me think. Okay, perfect intro. Now I can actually do the video. 4th place, which has changed a couple times, but I think I have it pretty set in stone, at least for a while, until I watch something new that like really changes my life. But number 4 is Little Women 2019. Anyone who knows me knows that I love Little Women. Even just the book I really love, but this movie in specific is just so, I mean, it's a Greta Gerwig film, so obviously she kind of knows how, I don't even know what it is, but she just captures it so well. And like, it's a movie about women. Duh, of course I love it. But also just the monologues themselves are really great. And I'm not just talking the hill scene that most people know me for, is just, it's no use, Joe. Joe, we've got to have it out. I have loved you ever since I've known you, Joe. I won't do the whole thing, but I can. It's on my TikTok somewhere. I've done it a million times, and I will do it on command. Not just the hill scene. There's Amy's monologues. There's, just because my dreams are different than yours doesn't mean they're unimportant. So if you haven't seen this movie yet, this is something that I recommend to everyone who says they haven't seen it, because it's just so good. Even when I watched the movie before I even knew really what Little Women was, I thought it was so good. The only critique I have is the way that she does the timeline. It feels very like, when I was watching not knowing anything about it, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know like when we were going into a flashback like earlier on. Like now I know, because she does it with the coloring, where their childhood looks a lot more bright and then later on is more gray. So now that I know that and I've recognized that, I'm like, yeah. The main issue with that is they use the same actresses and they look the same age to me. Like Amy March doesn't look 12 years old in the childhood era, but you know what? Like, I can put that aside and just love this movie as it is, because it's just so incredible. And you know what happened before? I told a man that I love devastating movies, and he goes, what, like Little Women? Yes, actually. Yes. Actually, yes. And what about it? I don't know why that's a thing. Like, it's weird to like Little Women. Yeah, I'm a woman. Of course I'm gonna like that movie. And all of them. I've only actually seen the one with Winona Ryder as Jo March. I haven't seen the other ones, but I would love to watch them, because I'm sure they're just as good. What else can I say about that movie? My top 4 are all gonna be perfect to me. Like, I can't criticize them too much. And I'm not here to criticize them anyways, but I highly recommend watching Little Women if you haven't. Literally any of them, but specifically Little Women 2019. The only other thing that bothers me, having read the book now, she didn't use the line, I'll be homesick for you even in heaven, that Beth March says to Joe. That, when I read that, I was like, it's actually in my vlog when I went on a cruise, because I was reading the second Little Women, which is Good Wives. But yeah, she says, I'll be homesick for you even in heaven. And I think about that daily ever since. I've thought about it. Really fucked up. I think that's all I have to say right now. I can definitely do more videos where I talk about all of these movies, but I'm a little bit cold, I won't lie. Ooh. Number 3 is Aftersun. Aftersun is something that I have seen twice, and I don't imagine myself ever seeing it again. At least not frequently, like I would watch any of the other ones on here. If you don't know what Aftersun is, I'll give you a quick, simple synopsis. A father, Paul Mescal, and a daughter, Frankie Corio, I think, go on vacation. To someone who has no way of thinking, they might watch it and think this was really boring. And to me, it's not boring, it's slow in a good way. I don't know, I kind of like when movies I like when they don't have a plot line. Like, nothing really happens, but they do happen at the same time. I don't know how else to explain Aftersun other than that. But they go on vacation, and when you actually pay attention, because I've seen people say, like, what did this movie even mean? And that's fine. But it just, like, goes to show, like, do you literally not pay attention to, like, hints? But it's very obvious that the father is depressed and thinking about, and so he takes her on vacation for the last time. Yeah, and there's this whole sequence pretty much throughout the film that's, like, his daughter, when she's older, like, she keeps flashing in and, like, seeing him, but obviously it's not actually real. It's like a nightmare. And the movie ends off with that scene, and it's so crazy. And also, I can never listen to Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie ever again, because that song plays in it. And also Losing My Religion, can never listen to them the same again. I talk about it so often, but it's crazy because people will be like, oh, you really like this movie, we should watch it. And I'm like, no, like, I can't. You don't understand, like, I can't watch it. Like, I actually cannot watch it. It crosses my mind a lot, and then I'm like, oh, I'll watch it, it'll be fine. I can't do it. I genuinely, like, I feel so numb after I watch it, but the way that Charlotte Wells captures every aspect of, like, the way that he feels and also the way that she feels, because she's his daughter, and so he kind of, like, passes down his mental illnesses to her, and that's kind of shown, and, like, you can see his guilt. And there's so many ways in which, like, he is obviously trying to stay, like, he's trying to find his will. Like, there's one thing about his character where he is reading so many, like, self-help, oh my god, Miranda Sings just came out, self-help books. Like, that's what he's doing, he's reading those books, and he's doing, like, meditations and, oh, I threw my phone, I don't know what you call it, but basically, like, healing techniques, different healing techniques, and it seems like he's tried so many different things, and it's just not working, and so he just keeps losing it on this vacation, and it's so devastating, and I can never go on vacation the same, because I'm just gonna think of that movie. I'm so glad I didn't watch it in theaters. I watched it in the comfort of my bed, and I stared at the credits when it finished, just, like, completely, what do I do now? Funny story, actually. I thought Aftersun was a romance, like a rom-com or something, because I didn't realize in the poster that I had seen that was his daughter. Not this poster, a child here, but I mean, like, this. I didn't realize that she was a child in this photo for some reason, so I was like, oh, it's like a romance. Looking back, it's really weird to say, but I went into it very blind, is all I can say. Same thing happened when I watched Midsommar. I thought it was a rom-com. I thought Midsommar was a rom-com. So imagine my surprise and my shock watching it for the first time. I was like, what the hell did I just witness? But now it's one of my favorites as well, but I'm not talking about that one today. Oh wait, did I say everything I wanted to say? Probably not. I could talk about Aftersun forever. Whew, it's getting cold. Okay, there's also a crow. I don't know if you can see it, but he's like sticking his head in the grass for worms. Number 2 is Interstellar, and I always feel basic saying that, but I don't care. I used to feel basic, and now I'm like, no, like that is one of my favorite movies ever. And the reason, I watched it back in 2014, I think, when it first came out on DVD, or Blu-ray, I should say. Watched it with my family. I did not understand a thing, because back then I didn't pay attention to anything. Like, I didn't pay attention in school, I didn't pay attention to movies or shows, anything, so I never knew what was going on up until like 2016, 2017. I was like, wait, actually when I pay attention it makes sense. That's crazy. But I do remember the one scene on Miller's Planet, is that what it's called? Or am I getting that mixed up with Miller's Girl? That would be embarrassing. Yes, I did watch that movie and it was actually horrible. Don't ever watch that. But anyways, I remember that scene and I had no idea what was going on, but it just like stuck with me forever when they're on like this big water planet and there's this big wave that like wipes people out. It's the longest movie on this list, and I decided to watch it because of Timothée Chalamet. Back in COVID time-ish, I watched it for Timothée Chalamet. He's in it for like 5 minutes, probably not even. And it was like, I was like, okay, it's really long. I'll watch like half of it and then go to bed because it was really late. And I ended up watching the whole thing because Interstellar isn't something you can just like watch half of. Like once you do it, you're into it. You're like, I gotta finish this. At least for me. I also really just love sci-fi, like space movies specifically. There's something about them. Even if they're really bad, I'm watching it. If you have recommendations for space movies, let me know. I might have seen it, might have not. I think I was up until like 3 or 4 a.m. and I have this video of me just sobbing, crying. Like literally, I was so sad watching it. If I find it, I will insert it into the video. I'm watching Interstellar, but I'm so sad. Anyways, what a great movie. Oh my god. Ah! I'm scared of birds. The crow flew at me. Oh! There's a bird right there. Do I go inside? Let me just lock in. He wants to hear about Interstellar. Matthew McConaughey, first of all. I saw this in a review before. Someone mentioned that he has this like orange spray tan in that movie, and I've never been able to unsee it since. That's the only thing that I'm like, ugh. Other than that, I just think it's really great, and I love that it's a movie about a father and a daughter, and it's not like a father and son. I mean, it is, there is a son in it. He's not as prominent. It's about the father and daughter and their bond. I think that's really interesting. And the score? Are you kidding me? I remember literally after I watched that movie, I looked up Interstellar score on YouTube and I listened to it completely to fall asleep. And it was the most awful and beautiful night of my life because I was so sad. And now it's one of my favorite movies, and I made 2 of my best friends watch it with me for the first time. Kidnapped them, basically. They were at my house, and I was like, oh, we should watch Interstellar. And they were like, no. And I was like, we're watching Interstellar. We are watching Interstellar. Like, are you kidding me? Christopher Nolan, I really, really love all of his work. I mean, I haven't watched all of it, but I just like the way that he does things. And he's obviously very, very smart, and I look up to him a lot. But I got my dad all of his movies that I could. I think there was one that I couldn't because it's not even on DVD. It was his first ever like major film-ish, not major, what is it called, feature length, longer length film, like over an hour. There is a box set for his movies, but a lot of them didn't even have everything, so I was like, what is the point of this? So I just bought all of the DVDs, all the Blu-rays, and I made a box out of wood and I painted it. And it looks really sick, actually, so I should start a business. I'm just kidding. It was torture, but it turned out really good. I think. I think this one's forever in my top 4 because it was genuinely the first film I watched that made me realize, oh, I like this stuff. I love watching movies. I love the idea of film and like even just the process of it and like how it's done and all of those things. It really introduced me and opened my eyes to all those things. So that's why I'm not embarrassed that it's basic to like Interstellar. I don't even think it's basic. I've seen comments here and there. Who cares? Oh my god. Anyways, number 1, Whiplash. Whiplash. This is the most recent out of all my top 4s that I've watched like for the first time. But something about it, I watched it, I remember watching it and being like, holy shit, this is my new favorite movie. I don't know what it was. It was just, no, I know what it was. It was the last scene, the very last like 10-minute, however long it is, where he's just drumming. So Whiplash is basically this guy, Miles Teller, and he's a drummer, one of the most like best schools to be in for music. And anyways, and then there's J.K. Simmons. He's bald and he's really scary, and he invites Andrew, that's his name, to join his band and like kind of see how he does. And it becomes one of those like perfectionist movies, like, you know, those characters where they just need everything to be perfect. Like, he's one of those. So he starts thriving on the mean teacher, whatever you call him. What are they called? Conductors? He starts thriving off of it, and like there's so much stuff that happens. And there's this one scene that I really love, but I'm not gonna say it because I want people to always be surprised at this. But if you've seen it, it has to do with a car. I don't know, there's just something about the amount of drive that he has that I love. And not in a way of like, I need to get like this too. No, just like, it's so interesting to watch, and there's no point in that movie where I'm bored and I'm like I will say Interstellar and Aftersun definitely do have their moments where sometimes I'll be sitting watching it. I mean, I don't know about Aftersun, I've only seen it twice, where I'm sitting and I'm like, oh, wrap it up. Whiplash is an hour and 40-ish minutes. It's like a perfect length. I personally think bring back shorter movies. What happened to hour and a half films? Why are we now at like a 3-hour mark with every single thing that comes out? Like, I don't have the attention span for that. Like, my butt hurts sitting down to watch that. That was me watching the Oscar nominees. Like, watching, what is it, The Brutalist? Was brutal. It was so long that I was like, I don't even care. I'm so sorry. Anyways, that's why I think I love Whiplash as well, because it's just so quick and you're on the edge of your seat the whole time, and there's so much things you can notice. And my favorite thing is it's directed like a horror film. I don't know if that's actually like they meant to do that. Also, same director as La La Land, so if you like La La Land, you'll probably like this. When you watch it with that in mind, you're watching it like, yeah, I see how this is a horror movie. Like the coloring even, and the way that J.K. Simmons will like walk in a room and everyone's like it's so good. It's so good. I love it so much. Now I want to watch Whiplash. I made my friends watch it with me on my birthday. Best decision I've ever made. I got to watch their reactions, well, at least the ones that haven't seen it before. The very end, the last couple seconds of that film, I like to believe that Fletcher, which is the bald guy, J.K. Simmons, says good job, and you'll only know the significance of that if you've seen it, and I won't get into it, but I think he says good job. It only shows like him from like right here, but I think he says it, and that's one of my favorite facts. I know some people disagree with that, but I love it. So that's all that matters. Let me know if you like this video. If you don't, I won't do them again, but I really love movies and I can talk about them all the time. I have maybe some prompts to do like underrated movies, or that's all I can think of, but I have a couple written down. Oh, like Halloween movies that you can watch, but that'll be later in the year when it's Halloween time. Autumn movies, Christmas movies, all that stuff. So once again, as I always say, let me know what you think below. If you have any recommendations, because I'm still starting off my channel. Oh, I was gonna say, we're doing updates every time. We are at 1,515 subscribers. That's crazy to me. I saw when I hit 1,500 And I was like, I literally smiled. I was like, oh my god, like I'm actually doing it now. There's been a couple times where I've posted things, but now I'm actually fully doing it and there's no going back. I'm not gonna stop. And if I do, someone needs to yell at me and punch me in the face and be like, get on your channel and do it. Anyways, I'm so grateful. As I always say, I love talking with you guys in the comments. There's someone walking by. I didn't even think about the fact that people walk by and can hear me talking. But that's fine. That's how I need to be. I need to not even think about the fact that other people will hear me. I really hope the sound is okay. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Anyway, bye. Ooh.